Hello, and welcome to another episode of You Shouldn't Smoke Cigarettes and Not Eat. I'm your host, Kaylee Karp.
And I'm Mandy.
And we are back to discuss episode 3, season 3 of All Stars, Treehouse of Horror. Who came up with the name Treehouse?
No, it's weird because they're adults and I guess they're bunk beds. I don't know how you get treehouse from bunk beds.
The house. The nicest house ever.
Yeah. Also, are there trees? What? Is there a mahogany in the room?
Yeah. Yes, is it built by logs?
Yeah. Is there an actual tree in this bunk bedroom?
That would make more sense. I really want to know how they came up with that. We got no info about that.
I feel like one of them should create a fake branch just so it's like, here's the tree house. We have branches.
Yeah, like when they showed all the people that were in it, it should have been like in a big tree.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bring it all together.
Where are those graphics, Paramount?
Yeah, you're all produced up now. You got more money for the budget. Let's go.
Yeah. Nice soundtrack. Now, please.
It is great. I totally get what they're doing. I feel like now they're doing like early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it.
I love their soundtrack.
It's so good. We don't deserve it. So I have Mark feels amazing after his win. He's weird because he's talking to that fucking pillow. That freaks me out.
He's really obsessed with that doll pillow thing.
Is he like trying to sell them?
He's advertising himself on. So funny. Probably that so. Or like one fan made it for him once and he's just like, I have another me.
High five, little pillow.
Little pillow. Look.
Where I go out here and do this.
Yeah. I mean, I say it's weird, but if someone made a pillow of me, I can't say I wouldn't like talk to it.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'd probably talk to it. I mean,
not on camera.
He loves to talk to it on camera. He's like, oh, here the cameras are. Oh my gosh, I wonder what he's like off camera.
He ignores it off camera. He just wants to talk to it on.
He was
like fake relationship.
Yeah. Like fuck this fucking thing. It's too small. Yeah, so he won the elimination against Letarian. LT is gone. We will miss his brooding, moody self.
Like, I love Letarian, but like, chill the fuck out, bro. He's just everything is like, fuck that, fuck this. And it's like, I feel that that's how I feel at work. But it's like, you're on vacation right now trying to win some money. Can you chill?
Yeah, he has no chill. And I think when he lost, like articles came out, obviously before I knew he was eliminated. He's like, I'm never doing this again. I'm never doing All Stars again. He's very angry. So we'll see him next season.
Yeah. And he'll be back.
And he will be back. Because he's probably making money either way.
Yep.
So next we have a scene of Kellyanne and Kendall doing yoga together.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's pretty boring. Kendall talks about if she won the money, she would want to open up her own yoga studio. So Kellyanne and Kendall must have been on seasons together, right?
I don't even know. I really don't know. Like, are they best friends or are they just like fucking, we love yoga, so we are best friends? I don't understand what's happening. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, I don't get the girls dynamic. Like, it's very 8 against 2.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because Tina's with the youngins and so is Veronica.
Yeah, and like Ronnie's kind of randomly with them too. The treehouse is like everyone but those two. Well, I guess Janae wasn't really included, but she wasn't really not included either. I don't know.
She's playing her great political game.
Yeah, she just literally disappears. That's what happens. Is like they have the treehouse, and then there's the other two, and no one even mentions Janae, and that's how she gets to finals.
It's true. That's how Yes won.
Yeah.
I love it. So yeah, Veronica's, I think this is when the treehouse is talked about. Okay, so we can officially talk about it. Veronica is talking about her favorite people in her room that are Tina and Jemmy. And then we're introduced to the treehouse room / alliance, which is Kayla, Sylvia, Jemmy, Veronica, Tina, Ronnie, and Derek. I love the Derek.
I know. I was like, what the fuck? How did Derek get in there? And he's not even like a guy you'd expect to just be like rooming with. Yeah, he just all of a sudden is in the girls' room, and he's just like, it is what it is.
It's like the only time I've like really liked him, like seeing his face with the Treehouse Alliance.
It's so funny.
It's so funny.
It's literally the last person I would have expected.
I know, out of all the guys. I feel like, I would say MJ, but MJ is with Jenny, obviously. But I don't know. It's funny though. Because he says he accidentally fell into the treehouse and now he's living with 7 women, which he has never done, obviously, and shit could get crazy. I feel like every confessional he has, he's like just yelling.
Yeah, he just has one of those voices.
I don't know how I got in this.
Yeah, he's like, I'm always here. Everyone's doing this. This challenge was hard. There was lots of things on the puzzle.
That's a good one. That sounds like him.
Yeah. He's just a very intense dude. See, Laterra needs to take notes from Derek, because Derek also intense, but like doesn't just say fuck everything.
Yeah. And I feel like he's a little more chill in the house.
Yeah.
What we see. So that's good too.
I feel like you can feel the tension in Laterra even when he's like sitting down, and it's just like, relax, my guy.
Oh my god, have fun. You had the stupid song last year.
Mm-hmm.
Save the palace. Just kidding, save the palace.
Yeah. The palace versus the treehouse.
Yeah. Where's the palace now? Oh, hey, Leo.
Leo. Hi, Leo.
Like, why aren't you paying attention to me? You just got home too.
Yeah. I know. Like, they get mad. Very bad.
Oh my god, I could leave for like an hour and he'd just be like freaking out and panting and stuff.
Oh my gosh, I've left so much like this week that when I took out the fucking trash this morning, they started howling like crazy. Like sometimes they do like a few barks. All of them were howling the entire time. I could hear them my entire walk back. And then once I get inside, I'm like, calm down. And then we had to talk it out for a fucking minute.
You had a family meeting.
It was more of a scream, but yes.
Yeah, right. They're howling. That's hilarious. So they do that when you leave.
Well, they don't do it when I like leave. They do it when I take out the trash, like a fucking. Well, they might do it when I leave. I don't know. I was just taking out the trash, bruh.
I'm back, bruh. I swear. You can't come. Okay, so next we have Cyrus, Brad, and Nehemiah are talking about LT being gone, and they thought that the only guy that could beat Mark would have been LT. Not sure if that's true. I guess in that elimination, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I think they're just saying like no one could beat Mark. The best person with the best chance was LT, and he still lost. And I was like, okay, cool conversation, guys.
Yeah, it's pretty boring. And then Nehemiah lost his favorite 2 people, Melinda and LT. And now his number 1 is Wes, but he can't be caught talking to Wes because then he's associated with Wes. But everyone already knows he's associated with Wes, so you might as well talk to him.
Yeah, you guys are from the same real world. This wasn't like Janelle and Darrell. Goddamn, Darrell. I'm turning into Kaylee. Sorry, that was my father's half. Where they like secretly knew each other from the Bay and like no one knew about it. Like you guys were on the same real world. It was filmed. We know.
Yeah, Kayla told everyone as well.
Yeah, she made it very apparent.
Oh, and well, I'm not sure. They all pull up in the first episode. They all pulled up with their...
Yeah, they came together.
Yeah. Yeah, can we not make out right now? We can make out later, okay?
No.
I was like, no.
Today. Right now.
Right now. Oh, and then I have that Cyrus chokes on the table, and Brad gives him like the worst pat in the back. He's like, whoa, you okay, man?
Yeah.
It's so funny. That's so weird.
Yeah, he's really weird. His eyes
I
got
knew
so big. His eyes got so big. Like, are you okay? Like, are you dying?
the whites of his eyes were showing. He was
Yeah.
like, because he was just trying to talk to him.
It was so funny. Like, Brad thought he was like kind of kidding at first, and then when he realized it was real, he was like, oh, do we need to do something?
I know. And he like walks away from him. It's so funny. Probably the most entertaining thing Cyrus did the whole time.
Yeah.
Unintentionally.
But also, that's gonna be so embarrassing. I hate when I like accidentally choke in front of someone like that to do it on camera.
I feel like it's always when someone's around. Like,
yeah. I never do that when I'm alone.
You don't do that shit alone or at work and you're just like trying to hold it in and like imaginary coughs.
Always happens during a meeting. See, they had like what are those farmers markets across the like on the Capitol lawn, and I always get an apple cider slush, but that has so many spices in it, and I always had it during a meeting, and I would start choking every time in meetings from that one fucking slush, but it was so delicious, it's worth it, you know.
That's amazing. I want that. It's gonna be good for you.
Yeah.
I'm feeling the heartburn, but
yeah.
Literally was getting heartburn, I think. Just thinking about it, but it sounds amazing. Anyway, Kellyanne talks about how close MJ and Janae have gotten after winning last season together, and she's scared and they could easily win again, blah blah blah. Kellyanne is ripped, by the way. I like skinny ripped person.
Yeah, it's not yoga, bro.
Damn, I gotta get into yoga. Gross.
Kendall's fucking strong too, like for being so like yoga builds you up.
Yeah, I mean Kendall has been killing it since she's been on the show. She just can't make friends, so she gets that home.
She just can't make friends.
She's just quiet and sticks to herself. Like,
yeah, she's an introvert.
Oh, well, she's very brave to go on the show.
Oh, is this like the next scene, Janae and MJ, where Janae goes, "You've been very pensive today," and he goes, "I have been." So, like, I don't know why, but I love that interaction. I was like, "That's adorable."
They just, like know each other. They're like best friends. I love their. I don't know. So they're just talking about Wes, and because let's be honest, the whole house is fucking talking about Wes. Apparently.
Everyone's like, Wes.
Yeah, and Wes is politicking hard, so it makes sense. And they talk about how when Wes thought he was in trouble, he went and said, like, he figured out what do I need to say to what people to get me out of trouble. Mm-hmm. Okay, kiss Jordan's ring or whatever happened there.
Wes is like, I don't think Wes is good with like the new school people, but Wes is very good at this fucking game. He's such a little manipulative person. I love it.
Yeah, and I don't think he's good with the new school people because they all watched what he did.
Yeah. They all know his tricks.
And like all the old school people that were with him would tell like it was just bad timing for him. Yeah, so they're talking about how he's trying to find a home right now, and then MJ talks about having a soft alliance with him, which is interesting. And Janae talks about because they've done seasons together in the past, and she wasn't good then.
Yeah, that's what she says. How she's leveled up now, which is true. And also, it wasn't that she wasn't good. Well, she wasn't good politically, but she was actually a good player. It's just like everyone, well, not everyone. Zach just constantly told her she was terrible, and like she wasn't.
I hate him.
I know. I hate Zach.
Ugh, that poor baby is gonna be so fucked up. I don't know if it's a girl or a boy.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. So yeah, they joke about like selling your soul to the devil because of Wes, and I don't know where it goes from there.
Yeah, I think it's then to Yes wants to talk to Wes and have a little coffee date.
Coffee date, fucking weird. Yes and Wes.
I just don't like Yes. I feel like everything Wes is saying about Yes is true.
Yeah, I mean, I really saw it. He's a cocky asshole.
Yeah, that pretends like he has like morals or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, and I don't get the point of the conversation either.
I don't know either. Yes is just
We
like,
miss parts of it.
he's like, I'm trying to give my sabotage to you because you like it so much or
Yeah, as in
something.
like present it or
Yeah.
like yeah, throw it to someone else.
And
And Wes
Wes,
that I think.
yeah,
Which
Wes is like, yeah, I would love to do that. Like, whatever, I don't care.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah. He's like, I love to stir the pot.
yeah. Well, and it's just like, I did love how Wes is like, he's nothing but an ingredient in my life that I'm going to like cook up, eat, and shit out.
Yeah, that was aggressive.
It was
Damn.
very aggressive.
He's yelling a lot too.
I know they're all very excited to be here.
They really are. It's adorable.
I don't know. I just think this is really weird. It's like, yes, is trying to call out Wes, but is doing it in the weirdest way by being like, I just have no patience for gameplay, for wanting to sabotage people. It's like, but that's the game. Like, so what? He's supposed to sit here and be miserable because he has to name someone? Like, who cares?
Yeah. And did he say that? Like, hey, if I'm going to ask you if you want to pick someone to throw the sabotage on. And like Wes was so gleeful about it that Yes was like, that's not okay. I probably will throw you in. Like, I don't understand it. I
Who's
was
to
like,
say?
I watched it twice and I was confused. um, yeah. So then Yes is like mad that Wes is telling him what to do because he's like, if you don't use the sabotage on me, then I will prove you wrong, like what you think about me. But if you use it on me, then game on. Okay. I think anyone would kind of say that.
Yeah, it's like, that's a very normal thing to say.
Yeah. So it's challenge time, and Kendall has to use her sabotage today. She obviously is not prepared for it. I don't know what else you have to think about.
I don't, she like asks if she can throw it on the guys. TJ says yes. She asks if she can then take it herself, and TJ goes, sure, you do know you're playing for $500,000, right? And she just is like, looks confused, and then says MJ, which is
Yeah, and Jordan
so,
was literally like, pick me. And he had already
yeah,
said it.
yeah. And the thing is like, that wouldn't have affected Jordan at all. And Kendall's reasoning was,
Oh, I just said, oh yeah, we're talking about Jordan. So Jordan literally asked her to put it on him, and she didn't. And then she picked MJ because, well, I think the guy move is kind of smart, but so what? Fuck, I'm now on my brain. Oh,
because
so
like,
Wes has
yeah, she was like, because I wanted to not throw it on the girls, and I wanted to help Wes out, which when have Kendall and Wes been friends? Don't know. And so I decided that I would throw it on a bigger guy because that will then make sure that, it evened it out.
Yeah,
And the
I
thing
don't
is,
think she is friends with Wes. I think she was just trying to be fair.
yeah, she was being so weird. But the thing is like, that would have affected Jordan so much less than it would MJ, because MJ has a knee problem and is kind of older, trying to move in mud.
That
Like,
one was bad.
yeah, like his knee, like fucking, his knee gave out almost immediately.
Yeah, it did. It was very hard to watch.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
like,
Kendall, stupid.
yes, that's the perfect sum up. That was the fucking stupidest move I've ever seen and was baffling. You screwed over someone, like, and the thing is, like, okay, I need to say one more thing about it. Is like, there's a whole tree house of people that have already like started singling out Kellyanne. She had a very easy out to be like, you went after my friend Kellyanne, Sylvia, I want you to have the best. That would have evened things out. Like, that made more sense.
Yeah, she should have done Kayla.
Well, see, I think Kayla would have fucking crushed regardless because she's crazy athletic. Sylvia would have put her straight in the dust and would have maybe made her the bottom one.
Yeah, I was thinking Sylvia too. Sylvia is so annoying.
I hate her.
I don't know why. Like,
I really can't get over how she screwed over her friends.
yeah.
In that first season, because like, people she just met just manipulated the shit out of her and kept saying, you got to think long term, and they're like, Sylvia, we're better athletes, we're gonna be here for longer, because it was Tony, Corey, Kayla, and Jenna, and she was like, no, I want to be with Amanda and Ashley.
so stupid.
I know.
The evil people.
Yes.
Straight up evil people. I don't know, her rant, like, I have a good man at home and a stepson. Like, oh, kill me. No one cares. Like, you're not grown up from your last season. Okay, so, like, shut the fuck up. Oh, sorry.
I was like, was that Mandy over there?
It comes out sometimes, okay?
Hell yeah, it does.
Sylvia, we hate you. No, it's fine. We don't. All in love.
I mean, I'm sure you're a great person outside of the show, but in terms of the show, I do not like you.
Yeah, and I'm sick of hearing about your challenge. It's called Playing Dirty, and they're gonna run through this giant mud pit, and you have to grab a ball. And there's gonna be 2 heats, 3 rounds. The first round, 10 players, only 9 balls. So the first person out is the person that goes straight to the arena, and then the second round is damn it, 8 players and 5 balls, I think. Yes, 8 players, 5 balls, and then the third round is 3 balls. No, yes, yeah, I knew it. I don't know why I'm struggling.
It's a lot of numbers. It's a lot of numbers, bro.
Yeah, I was like watching it. I was like, this is very simple to remember. I'm very excited to explain it. I just fucked it up.
It's very simple. I'm so excited to explain it.
Okay, so the sabotage is a weighted vest. ... And this like thick ass mud that feels like peanut butter, apparently.
Oh, did we already say that? Yes, sabotage West.
No,
I don't think we did that. We were just like, why the fuck did Kendall do what she did?
Ruined your game.
Yeah.
Don't want that yoga studio very bad.
Yeah.
Come on, teach me to do that cube shit. Yeah, so obviously Yes chooses Wes because Wes started it, so it's gonna throw it back on Wes, which is like TJ started it, if you want to like talk about who started it.
I know, like it's so weird. And it's
because he's supposed to refuse TJ's orders.
Yeah, like Wes was not supposed Wes was supposed to take the sabotage himself or some shit. Like what? Like it doesn't
What did you expect?
Yeah, because he enjoyed it. Like I don't get. But yes, you both have to make the same actions. Why do you care about what he's feeling during it, you weirdo?
I don't know.
He said, no.
Oh, it's so funny. Okay, so Derek announces that it's the Mud Bowl Classic of the world.
Yeah, I low-key love these challenges with the mud and the balls.
I do too. It's a great challenge. Yeah, this was like the first like intro, the first episode, and they like showed us what's gonna happen, and they showed this like very dramatically, and I loved it. So watching them all running in the mud. It's like a battlefield.
A battlefield.
Yikes.
A battlefield.
Boom, 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 boom. A lot of songs called Battlefield, actually. So the girls start first.
I'm laughing today.
I know, stop. I gotta get through this.
Okay. The women's heat.
It's a 45-minute episode.
Yeah. This entire podcast is just an audio track of us laughing. Thank you for listening.
It's so funny. Lovely Kelly can spruce that up.
Say spruce to me right now.
Why?
I don't know. It's so funny.
I'm not even high.
I am. Actually, I'm not that high though. Like the last time I smoked was like an hour and a half ago. I'm sober-ish. Just on coffee, you know?
Weed and coffee is the best combination. Oh my god.
So the women's heat.
Okay. I don't know where I am. Okay. Girls, start. Sylvia and Kayla decide to help each other. And I said Ronnie's a beast because she just looks like she's like a football player.
I literally have Ronnie's crush in this.
Yeah, I knew you
would. She was fucking crushing.
I know, she deserves to be there. And she looks so different in her confessionals than when she's playing. Like, she looks so tired in her confessionals, but she looks like a badass when she's doing the challenge.
Yeah, it's like it like lightens her up and she's like, hell yeah. I'm ready to compete.
And I'm sorry, but she has to be pretty old and she looks amazing. Like,
yeah, because what was she the one that won 2 in a row, like after the first one? So she was like 99, 2000.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. Because I think it was her and Cynthia, and Cynthia's gone. So
yeah, because I think Cynthia won in 98, which was the first one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. God, 98. That's crazy.
We were so old.
We were like 6. We were like 5.
Yeah. That millennial game, girl.
Hell yeah. So now I love Veronica and Kendall fighting for the last ball because they're just kind of like laying there for a minute. And I'm just like, really, Veronica? Of course you're doing that.
Well, also, like, so yeah, Veronica versus Kendall for the last ball. And I was just like, when I first saw this, I was like, oh, Veronica's gonna get this. She's a lot bigger than Kendall. She can get it. Like, she's gonna.
It don't matter.
Kendall yogaed the shit out of that. Like, she literally, she like extended her body. Like, I swear to God, she was like doing yoga poses, getting inch by inch closer to the end while hanging on to that ball. Like, the level of focus and like determination to get that with Veronica on her back. Also, Veronica played that horribly. Jemmy was giving her the correct advice by playing defense and get in front of her. But she just, I tried to hold on to her back, I guess. But that was really impressive. That was like super impressive.
I was so impressed. And I think that's definitely doesn't change her being very impressive, but I don't think Veronica's that good.
Yeah.
She maybe used to be, but whenever I've seen her, she's not. Yeah, so Veronica's not good.
Yes. Veronica, not great. Kendall, super fucking impressive. And I loved her like confessional too, because Kendall is like very soft-spoken, but she's like, I do not like being underestimated, and I will let people know that I am here. And the way that they like did that with her just like putting her ball across the finish line was incredible.
It was amazing.
I know. I got all pumped up. I was like, is this like actual pro sports right now? Because I'm like, Bro,
the challenge. Yes. So second round, and I said Ronnie's killing it again, which I don't know if she actually got it, but she like got the ball right away.
Yeah, she did. She was crushing it. She just like, okay, I'm gonna be the first one to grab it and piece the fuck out.
Yeah, because that's what you have to do.
Yeah, or else you're gonna get in a little wrestling match.
Yeah,
but I think what happened in this one though? Wasn't who just tackled? Was it Tina just tackled Kellyanne?
Yeah, or was it Kendall? I thought it was Kendall.
I think they tackled Kellyanne right off the bat. Or maybe it was Kendall. I don't know, but they tackled one of them, and I was like, that's so dirty, though.
Yeah, well, they maybe got Kellyanne first, because I know they got Kendall, because Kendall was bitching that, oh, this is a dirty game, and you see Tina and Sylvia just, like, on either side of her.
Yeah, like, they're playing alliances strong and hard here. And I think John A. even says something in the confessional, too. Like, you can tell the Treehouse is out for each other, and they're trying to make each other win. Because at the end of Heat 2, Jemmy had the ball, and she tossed it to Sylvia so that Sylvia would win and Jemmy would be eliminated.
Yep. We haven't seen much of Naya. Like,
no, and she kind of hung out in the back too. And I don't know. I guess she's kind of there with John A, where we don't really know where she stands with who yet. Who her alliance besides like Jordan, we don't really know any alliances that she has.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about her. And I would think she would kill this challenge, but not with that alliance, obviously.
Yeah, so then I think the third Heat is the one that decides who becomes the whatever authority. And it's Kayla, Sylvia, and John A.
Yeah. I mean, John A does that all by herself, so
yeah, John A is impressive. Jonna is
I
fucking
love
good.
her. And she knows it now. So like her self-confidence is amazing.
Yeah. And the thing is like she's not like an asshole about it either. I just love the way she
No.
communicates. She's just I love Jonna. You can tell she just has such a good heart and is just like even when
Yeah.
she gets frustrated, like in the final, when MJ's like, you need to not talk to me like that, Jonna's like, okay, yeah, I gotcha.
That was amazing. Great communication.
Mhm.
Her kids are gonna be amazing.
Yes, they will be because their mom is amazing.
Yeah. And then we see Tina is like missing a knuckle and she just like pops it back in. Oh, which is never good when we hear about these things.
Yeah, ...
And then I'm fine. Everything's fine. Okay. Everything's fine.
For sure.
So it's the boys' turn, and these men are fucking ripped. Oh my god. I did not realize it. I was like, these are like old men.
Yeah, but old men that have like now on vacation, all they could do is work out. Like, oh my gosh, they're probably enjoying this so fucking much.
Yeah, like if Brad wasn't such a freak, he has a great body.
Brad is fucking amazing at this though. Like
I know.
like
Of course.
holy shit. Does he practice running in the mud in his free time? Like my god.
Probably. He probably does those mud runs.
Yeah, he probably does. Oh, this is probably his shit. But like the men's heat, like right off the bat, you can tell that the vest isn't really affecting Wes a whole lot. He's able to move around quite a bit, but MJ's knee buckles pretty immediately.
Oh, it looks so painful. He like falls, doesn't he?
Yeah, he falls and he's kind of limping around. He's trying to like kind of maneuver and like tackle to grab a ball, but he just can't move.
So he's out and he's going straight to the arena.
Yep. And then the next heat, Nehemiah and Yes get into it.
Oh yeah. It's so interesting. It didn't even seem that bad, right? What Yes did?
Well, he did. Nehemiah didn't have a ball. Nehemiah didn't have a ball, and I think like it's kind of fair game that you're only supposed to tackle people that have a ball. If you're not tackling people, if you are tackling people that don't have a ball, then you're playing alliances and blah 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 blah, which the Treehouse completely did. But Yes, the thing that makes it bad about Yes is like the person that's like, I'm all about integrity. I will only tackle people with balls because that is who I am as a human being. Blah blah blah. And Nehemiah was calling him out of shit, like, Mr. Integrity, okay, why are you tackling me? And he did, like, he kind of took him down around the neck, which I know is like kind of fair game. It's, there's a lot of arms failing, but it did look a little dirty.
Okay, I kind of missed that then. But yeah, and why would Yes do that? Because
I'm guessing that he knows that Nehemiah and Wes are part of the same alliance.
Wow, I didn't think Yes was like that. Man, Yes is not gonna last long. There's no way.
I just want him and Wes to get what are those, pole wrestle?
Yeah, maybe they'll face off next week. Something intense is happening next week.
I'm excited to see it.
Me too. Yeah, so I just love that Nehemiah's pissed and he's like, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Yeah. And then people are like, Nehemiah, you good? He goes, just blow it off steam before I kick someone's ass.
Fucking Nehemiah. I feel like I know him so well now.
But that's how adult this show is sometimes. But there's probably like a 40-year-old that's like, Nehemiah, we understand you're upset, but are you okay?
He's like, I am fine, actually.
They're all communicating out there.
Oh, it's so funny.
The next heat though is just like, but seriously, why the fuck is Brad so good? Like, he literally like bounces above the fucking mud, and then Derek does something it's like the three guys that bounce above the mud are the ones that win: Brad, Derek, and Jordan.
Yeah, and Jordan loses his ball at first and he still gets it.
Yeah, he's too agile. They can't keep up with Jordan.
Yeah, that's totally what it is. Oh, I think Tina says this because they're like, damn, Brad's killing it. And they're like, Brad stays ready so he doesn't have to get ready. He's like just fine after like the same.
Yeah, he's like, oh, another day at the office. Like, he's just like, mud run. I know how to mud run.
I mud run. I done now.
Yeah. Just really. That's really what it was. He's like,
I know.
did work, done.
Me caveman. I love it so much. So I don't even know if we said that Kayla got first when the girls played.
So yep, Kayla got first.
So Brad and Kayla got first, and they get to sabotage. And then I don't know. We'll talk about the rest of the authority.
But did you hear what TJ said as they're leaving? I thought something was gonna happen at the night because he goes, "Enjoy your night, but the game is always on." And I'm just like,
yeah, I thought he meant like because like the political like the game's always on, like some shit's gonna happen. I don't know. He thought something's gonna happen.
Yeah, I was like, are they having like a challenge at night? What are you saying, TJ? Now I just read too much into what TJ says because every time he says something, I'm like, are you saying something?
Usually, yeah. Like, what do the stars mean? How do we still not know what stars mean?
When are we gonna find out about the stars? Like, is that gonna be at like the final and they're like, haha, bonus for the final? Or are we gonna find out like mid-season? Or like what's gonna happen?
I don't know, but they're doing well to keep the viewers watching.
I am a viewer and I will be watching next Wednesday.
Hell yeah. So MJ is asking Kendall what the thought process is because they're all in the same fucking room, right?
Yeah, and Janae and Kendall. But yeah, like MJ's limping. So yeah, MJ's trying to get like an explanation out of Kendall, right? And Janae is essentially like, why would you do that? Like, it pisses me off that you would go after like my number one. You know he's my number one and we're supposed to be friends. Like, why did you do that?
Yeah. She's like, did you not think I was gonna be mad? Well, I am.
Yep.
In her confessional. So funny. And I mean, Kendall just like word vomited, right? I mean, minus the fair bullshit, but I don't know.
She should have gave it to Jordan.
Yeah, that would have been easy, and Jordan doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Jordan probably still would have won.
He would have. Like, he probably would have held on to the ball too because he would have been more focused.
Yeah, that's true. And then Kendall apologizes and she's like, it's my fault NJ is going in, and like, yep, it is 100% your fault. And I think it's a stupid move, but at least we can see MJ prove himself because that boy skated through last season.
He did. No eliminations.
No eliminations, not really anything, not a ton of wins, a couple. So prove you can be here, like win elimination. Your fucked up knee.
He's limping pretty hardcore too.
I know, it does not look good. But next is party time, and it's 70s, and I'm wondering, do they know that these parties are gonna happen and they like pack for them because they must?
Yeah, because like these costumes are next level. So there must be someone sending out a list being like, these are the themes we will be using. Please dress accordingly.
I would love that. This is
unless they're bringing like 3 fucking suitcases and are being like, just in case. I know that we've done a jungle before. I know that we've done a 70s before. So yeah.
They have like random like every decade.
Yeah. They like have a little group huddle at the like end of each night being like, okay, so can everyone come up with a costume for this out of their suitcases? And everyone's like, yeah.
So true. So yeah, 70s. I love Naya. She's like, I'm just gonna have a good time at the bar. Hell yeah, you are. Lots of dancing, yeah, great costumes. And Darrell is like, of course, Mr. West has to politic again because he's just talking to Mark.
Darrell always calls West Mr. Weston, and it cracks me the fuck up because, like, Mr. Weston.
Yeah, why?
No, Darrell is so weird, and I love it.
I know, I love him so much.
But pretty much Wes is just going around saying he wants yes. And he's actually seeming like he's convincing people at first. Like Jordan seems like he agrees, blah, blah, blah.
But like, really, you're going to go up to Jordan and ask?
Yeah.
That's sad.
Wes plays the game of like, you know, might as well ask whoever.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask. Never hurts to ask.
All they're going to say is no.
Yeah. Right. And yeah, I guess his whole argument is like, you know, yes, has skated through and he's never ever seen elimination. So whatever. And then most of the authority talk. I think like one person is missing.
Jordan's missing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I really thought about that too. And they're like, okay, I was like, but there's only 5 here.
I was like, there's 2 guys.
Oh, and because they called Brad over. Like Brad is walking over and like their first interaction. I think before the authority meets though, Kellyanne and Kendall have like a little chat where they're like, we're playing nice and everyone is not playing nice. So we cannot play nice anymore.
Oh yeah, that was so funny. I think that's why like happening during the authority talking at the party.
Yeah. But I did love right when so Brad walks up, Derek's like, where did your sunglasses go? And he goes, oh, they're right here. I just took them off. And then Derek puts them on and Brad's like, be careful, they're not mine. And Derek puts them on. He goes, whoa. And then it just goes directly to like game talk. But I love that they kept that in because it cracked me the fuck up.
I know, so funny. Shit. Okay, so yeah, so they talk about whoever Veronica wants to go against, she will get, and then they're like, but we would love it was Kellyanne or Kendall.
Yeah.
Does that make any like this whole time Veronica is like wants to go against those 2?
Also, well, Kendall's not easy at anything. That's like my issue with the whole like Kendall's very good at everything. She's pretty smart and she's like very athletic and she's pretty good under pressure. I don't understand. And Kellyanne's not terrible. Like Kellyanne's not good at puzzles, but like Kellyanne's pretty good at a lot of things too. Like they're both very strong. Like I don't understand that whole, let's go for what
Veronica wants, but really it's who we want.
Yeah, it's like let's go after the 2 toughest competitors in the house because everyone else is on our alliance.
Right. So stupid. And then I love that Brad is like, oh, I want yes. Oh, really, Brad? Who told you that?
Yeah. You
little bitch.
He's like, oh, just because he's never been in a elimination before. And it's like, Brad, you think you're so sly by keeping your alliances like quiet, but like it's very obvious always. Also, you're best friends with Nehemiah, that which you said all last season, and Nehemiah is connected to Wes. You're obviously has like a 3-way game with those 3.
Yeah, and you're literally your first authority. You were like, no Wes. So yeah. That gave it away pretty fast with those people, at least.
Like, yeah. I can't vote for Wes.
Yeah, he's just like a little vessel for Wes. Like, let me repeat what Wes just told me to you guys.
Well, Wes loves to manipulate, and I think Brad is very manipulatable.
Ugh. Yes, 100%. So, yeah. And then I have that Wes talks to John A. Which I thought was funny.
John A doesn't like being talked to when she's in the authority.
No, she does not.
She's like, if you want to make decisions, you have to win.
I loved that.
I know.
That was so good. And she's like, we're gonna figure it out tomorrow. Like, bye-bye.
Yeah. Like, obviously I'm gonna do whatever MJ wants, but thanks, Wes. Bye.
MJ wants to go against Cyrus because he thinks he's the easiest to go against.
Mm-hmm.
Which might be true. The guys are stacked, right?
The guys are pretty stacked.
That's fair, yeah. Okay. Okay, we talked about everything.
I think it's next is Tina. So next we have like a scene in the treehouse where Tina's hand is all casted up and we learn that her hand is actually broken and she has to go home.
That's so depressing. Yeah, she went to the hospital in the morning. Like, come on. She's fine and then going to the hospital.
It's so I fucking hate it. Like Tina's so funny. Like she said, like this probably hasn't been like performance wise her best like competition, but she makes the show better because she's funny and the way she interacts with TJ. She has great one-liners in the moment. She has great one-liners in the confessionals. We love Tina.
We love Tina. She's great reality TV.
She is because she knows how to do it,
Yeah, which is crazy because like when was she on reality TV last other than last season? Unless she did something else, but like she came in strong.
Yeah, I just think she has a personality that's like meant for reality TV. Some people just have it and some people are like, yes.
What do you mean? Yes or no?
It's so hard that like the people that hate each other are Wes and Yes. That's hard to explain.
I feel like the producers are like, these names rhyme, and you guys don't like each other.
They probably had a producer talking shit in like Wes's ear and Yes's ear, being like, Wes is saying a bunch of shit to you, Yes. And like,
I think so, because it seems like a very strong hate right in the beginning.
yeah.
Okay, so it's finally authority time officially. And Jordan starts off that they've been approached with two names, Cyrus and Yes, obviously. And Brad and Jordan aren't willing to say Cyrus because they don't think MJ deserves the easy way out. Just funny. And then they talk about Wes campaigning for Yes. And Kayla's like, I'm not here to play Wes's game. And she throws out Kellyanne and Kendall's name. Shocking. And then John A says, those are my people, but I'm pissed at Kendall.
Right. And then everyone's like, okay, so that's easy.
Yeah. Yeah, so then we have like a thing that Kendall's talking and she's like, I'm trying to play a mature game and I thought All Stars was more mature.
But I mean, it was the first two seasons. They brought in younger people to make it messier.
Yeah, they want them ratings. They want more seasons of All Stars, I think.
Well, it's like the perfect mix of like old school, new school. I kind of like what they did.
Yeah, at first I was like, what the fuck? And now I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I just wonder if these people that are newer are gonna come back to the original season.
I don't think so.
Finally Authority walks up and Kayla tells Cyrus he's going in and they're like, hopefully you get some stars.
Yeah. Well, also, like before like the Authority though, like didn't Brad and Jordan completely throw out random ass fucking names too? Like they didn't even.
Yeah, so they didn't have to say Cyrus's name.
Yeah, or Kendall's.
Yeah.
Jordan said Naya.
I know, because then Brad said Wes.
Yeah.
He was throwable. I was like, do you realize if Wes knew you even said his name, like he would lose his shit? But it's different here in All Stars. I guess. I don't know. But yeah, Cyrus is going in, which I'm kind of surprised they agreed on Cyrus.
Yeah.
But
I just think he doesn't have many connections with people that were in the thing.
Yeah, it's an easy way out. And MJ wanted him. But yeah, so then they tell Kendall, they vote her in, get some stars, and then they're like explaining a dirty game to her. They have like a weird conversation.
Yeah, she's like, so why are you just coming for me? Do you want me to come for you? And Kayla's like, I don't like want you to come for me, but like if I take a shot and then you take a shot, if that's what you have to do to try to win money, that's what you have to do to try to win money. And that was like reasonable.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, and then this is when Kendall goes on her rant about the younger All-Stars versus the older All-Stars, and she thinks the younger All-Stars don't realize the sacrifices that the older All-Stars are making to be there because she's missing time with her family.
It's like I see both sides.
Yeah, but it's like you know what you're doing when you come to All-Stars.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I get it. She doesn't want to play a dirty game. That's well, fine.
Like she's being like the less annoying version of Yes, though. Like at least she's like kind of acknowledging what's happening. Is like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to do this. Yes is like doing it and then pretending he's too good to do it.
Yeah, and also Kendall has been thrown in many times.
Yeah,
for all these seasons of All Stars. So we see a theme here.
Yeah, no, like Kendall, maybe like in this type of game, you're gonna get less thrown in, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I just think she is a good competitor and she doesn't talk to anybody. She doesn't make any relationships and probably comes off a little snooty.
Yeah.
Just because she doesn't talk. I'm sure she's not. I don't know.
I'm sure she's
not personally.
Yeah. I'm sure she's great to do yoga with, you know?
Oh God, I would not do yoga. I cannot do those things. Those blocks stressed me out. So next is another depressing scene of Jemmye getting word that her dad's not okay. And we don't know details, but her mom's like telling her about it. And she's like, should I go home? And her mom's like, you need to make that decision. Like, I'm not gonna make that decision for you. And then she goes home.
Yeah, it was really sad. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, it was
It
just
was
sad. Like,
fucking rough. And I was like, the two people with the best one-liners of the
yeah.
girls.
And like they make things interesting within the house too. Like I feel like
Yeah, the spirit.
yeah. Well, and like I feel like the three most interesting people have already left, like Tyler, Jemmy, and Tina. Like they have the three best personalities.
I know. I miss Tyler. Damn it, Tyler. You gotta work out, man.
Yeah. Come back even harder.
Yeah, come back. Ugh. Yeah, so Jimmy goes home. It's really sad. Everyone's crying. Like Veronica walks out another person because she walked out Tina too. It's like,
Yeah.
damn, that's rough. Wow. Then I have my next note is Kendall wants to smash Veronica's face in.
I didn't
Don't remember the context for that. That's all I have.
So I think we're to the elimination now.
Then I have elimination time.
But so no surprise, TJ announces that the women's is canceled because they've already lost two women.
Two women.
Like in a couple of days, like back to back. That was tough.
Yeah, this game is not a joke.
Yeah. And then he says, all right, but we still have one to get through. MJ and Cyrus come down.
Yeah. And it is called Wait Up. So they're each locked inside a cage where there are weighted sandbags, and you have to throw sandbags into this hanging crate that's over of the cage, and then as soon as that crate gets heavy enough, it's gonna rise. The wall will rise, revealing a window that is blacked, and you have to grab a hammer and bust the window open and bust through and ring a bell, and whoever does it first wins.
Hell yeah.
It's kind of cool.
I do like the comparison, a college basketball player versus a commercial roofer.
I know.
Who will win?
A contractor. It's so funny. So they start, and MJ is like killing it with these bags. And I don't know, Cyrus is like not looking.
Cyrus isn't hitting any of his shots. Like there's bags all on the ground.
It's embarrassing. He's a basketball player. What?
Yeah, and then you can tell he's starting to tire out because he's not like MJ just seems like there's like nothing to these bags to him. And then you can tell Cyrus starts tiring out and it's harder for him to start throwing them. And then MJ gets all of his weights down, and then boom, it like the wall shows the thing. The star. And so MJ gets the hammer. Yeah. But Janae said perfectly in her confessional, I don't know what MJ's doing because he's just like dink, 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 dink.
I feel like he's doing like what a contractor would do or something.
Yeah, like he's really just like, yeah, but the point of this one is just to destroy. Like you don't need to care about any structure. To get
through.
Yeah. Because he's going at the edges.
Yeah, so like Cyrus gets his wall up and starts doing it, and it looks like he's catching up, and I feel like Cyrus even opened it enough that he could have just gotten through, maybe not quite there but super close. But I guess MJ's way works because I think he does that all the way around, and then he just like hits it in the middle and it opens. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, I think so. Like I don't know if he did a good thing and that's why it opened quicker for him, but it really felt like Cyrus just hammering the middle was the better solution because he did one hit and MJ did like 50, and I feel like MJ should have just went straight for the middle and hit it a few times because he would have already went through before Cyrus even raised his wall.
Yeah, that's true, because then like once you do the middle and then like around is like not as hard because you could see Cyrus just like getting the edges. Like it didn't look that difficult.
Yeah, because you don't need all the edges gone to get through either. Like you just need to pop out. He's like, why was he doing that? I don't know, but he made it like MJ was dominating. Like I'm pretty sure I have a note being like MJ's fucking crushing, and then my next one is MJ barely fucking gets it because he really does. He almost loses at the end.
I know. I thought he was gonna lose it because Brad is back there, whites of his eyes everywhere.
That's all you can see is white.
And his head like rotating. He's losing his mind. But yeah, that was stressful. And Johnny's like, my heart is beating so fast because it was so close. So close. So anyway, MJ wins, Cyrus loses.
He gets like an ovation for everyone, and you can tell like everyone has a lot of respect for the amount of work he's put in, because he did come in a lot better shape.
Yeah, and he's like 50, so that's crazy.
Yeah,
good for him. And I don't know, Wes has like some rant like you paved the way for all of us or something. Which is cool.
Oh, and at this moment I was like, shit, didn't Kellyanne and Wes actually have a very serious relationship back in the day?
What?
Yes, and I don't think they're mentioning it at all, but I am 98% sure that they were like in a very serious relationship.
What? When? No, I haven't watched those seasons.
Yeah, so I can't remember who it was with, but Wes was making out with someone random on a season. I'm trying to think of who it was, because it's also someone that's well known. But then Evelyn, who's good friends with Kellyanne, was like, Wes, like, you do know like this is gonna get back to Kellyanne and hurt her. And then Wes went completely cold on that other girl. Like, boom.
I feel like I like vaguely remember this. Oh my god.
Because I don't think they showed it on any seasons, but they like off season, like off camera, had like a relationship.
That's weird.
I know.
Because Kellyanne's crazy, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
probably. So is Wes. Yeah, they probably make a good crazy couple.
I bet his girlfriend or wife is probably crazy.
Probably.
She seems pretty. So.
I mean, crazy's fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so that's it. The next week looks fantastic. Very excited about it. I think some elimination is going to be high stakes here. And yeah, so we will be back next week to recap it.
Hell yeah. Bye.